Hello, once again. Um, Welcome to this module. My name is Esther Nyapendi, and I work with WUGNET as the Assistant Technical Support Officer and the project lead for the SMILE project, which in full is strengthening women's livelihoods and magnifying resilience to COVID-19 emergency by promoting effective use of digital technologies in Uganda. And for the SMILE project, we have been working with our member organizations to provide them with digital literacy skills to be able to effectively work and impact their communities. And for today's module, we'll be looking at effective tools to publish digital information. And just on our screen, the project is funded by APC, and that's in full Association for Progressive Communication, and is being implemented by WUGNET. And for us to go forward, briefly, we have been having various engagements on online tools, and it was thoughtful for us to actually understand what effective tools can we use to publish digital information. And since the era now is mostly using the internet to share information, we looked at several tools that were convenient for us to publish information online. And to straight away go into the presentation, we need to understand what digital information is. And like I said, the beginning of the 21st century has seen digital information to become the most popular method of storing, reading, copying, editing, and moving data from wherever you are to different parts of this world. And so digital information generally comprises of data or information that is created by or prepared for electronic systems and devices such as computers, screens, calculators, communication devices, and so on. And so with digital information, you realize that it can be accessed anywhere on your smart device. For instance, on your desktop, on your computer, on your phone, on your television, and so many others. As we move to the next slide, we would also want to understand what are the importances of digital information. And the first one is increased flexibility. From what I have been sharing is that digital information has been one form of way that information can be accessed anywhere. So for instance, if I am in location A and I post information online, someone in location B and location C can access that information. So it has increased the flexibility of how we access information and consume it for our benefits. The second one is reduced operation costs. Previously, probably in the 2000s, we realized that it was very common that information had to be printed for it to be consumed. So we looked at, examples could be the newspapers, the books, but what is happening now is digital information has reduced operation costs in terms of printing, and so information can be accessed online wherever. And so you realize that even when information was produced via newspapers, it had to be transported to various locations for people to access. For instance, we work with organizations that are in different parts of Uganda. We have our member organizations in Kabale, in Tororo, we have in Mitiana, and so all these have been able to access information in their respective places. Another importance is that it has improved productivity and efficiency, and in this case you realize that information can be consumed at any point in time. So you realize that the internet as well does not erase information, it only classifies it in time, under a specific period of time. And so you can know that if I want to access information that was produced in the 2020s, it is readily available for me. And as things keep on progressing, information as well keeps on changing, and so the productivity of the information that we need is readily available for us online. Another one is increased revenue. So you realize that digital information to a certain extent has sorry about that. So you realize that digital information has also increased revenue. For instance, you realize that some websites, that allow blogs, can give money if traffic is generated onto their sites. So that could be another importance for digital information. The other one is enhanced communication and innovation. Gone are the days when information was produced on paper and all that. So you realize that now we have the aspect of social media as well, where you can be able to produce information, for instance, on your website and share just a link on your social media platforms. So with digital information, it can easily be disseminated across all different platforms. For instance, on your website, you can share a copy on your social media platforms. You can have, any other digital tool that can allow you share information, and so many others. And to touch on the aspect of innovation, you realize that these platforms have really advanced. For instance, we have digital tools that have been able to provide the audio aspect, which we call the text to speech aspect. So you realize that it can favor people that can't also hear, So with the innovation, that has been a very important aspect under digital information. When we talk about increased performance, we just talk about, let's say, increased traffic and consumption of the information that we share. Those can be, shown by the number of views, number of, visits on your website, on your social media, and so many other things. The last one is improved customer experience. And this has been in the aspect of how we, relay our information. Back in the day, for instance, if you reached out to a newsletter, let's say a media house, to print, it would be quite costly, and it would be a very small section of information that is being produced. But now, when we use digital tools to, share the information that we want to share to our communities, we do not have a limit to how much content we put online, how much, elaborations, images, videos, and all that. And also to still hint on something, that when we talk of digital information, we're not only talking about text, we're talking about videos, we're talking about pictures, and so on. So when we move to our next slide, we'll be talking about the tools to publish and share digital information. And under that, it says digital publishing refers to the process of creating, distributing, and consuming written multimedia content in an electronic format, typically via the internet. So we have still talked about how information is being created, distributed, online. And why we talk about multimedia content is it's not only constrained to text, but you can be able to share videos, you can be able to share pictures as well. And so it still says that here it has become an increasingly popular way for authors to or publishers and content creators to reach a wider audience and share their work with the world. So this can also be an advantage of digital information, that once we share the work that we do, it can be accessed by everyone around us, and that is not constrained by our boundaries. And so one of the main benefits of digital publishing platforms is that it allows content to be easily accessed and shared. I gave an example of, if I am in location B in Uganda, in location A in Uganda, someone in location B in the US can access your content and consume it for their own good. And so to still talk about a variety of devices, these I already shared. These can be computers, tablets, smartphones, televisions, and so many other things. And so this means that readers can access digital content from virtually anywhere at any time, making it convenient and accessible. And those are some of the examples that those are some of the advantages of digital information. So next to our slide, we will be explaining, or we'll be highlighting around 6 digital tools that one can use to publish digital information. And why we chose these digital tools is, one, they have a free version, so for whatever you want to post, you can be able to use it at a free cost. Secondly, they're easy and convenient to use, and so we will dive right into looking at the first digital tool. The first one is the Flip HTML5, and in just that is how it looks like. If you understand the word flip, you realize that it's kind of like flipping a page. And so the Flip HTML5 is a digital publishing tool that allows users to create interactive digital publications such as magazines, brochures, and catalogs. And so you realize that we usually, share books in PDFs and all that, but the Flip HTML is in form of a book, and it allows you to share texts, pictures, and so on. So with the Flipchart, you have the ability to publish them as flip books, which are digital documents that can be flipped through like a physical book from your PDF, PPT, PowerPoint, Word, or image files. So like you see on our screen, you realize that it's in form of a book. So when you want to click, you just click the next, and it flips it back to the next page. So with the Flip HTML5, it offers a range of features, including the ability to add multimedia elements. And like I said, multimedia is a variety of, information or ways of which we share information. And that could be, for instance, like videos, audios, and you can share this to your publication. And so with the Flipchart 5, Flip HTML5 also allows you to publish their digital publications online, and or you can download them for offline distribution. And so it is designed to be user-friendly and easy to use, with a range of templates and customization options available to help users create professional looking digital publications. And with that, it just summarizes how the Flip HTML5 works. And like I said, for the tools that I will be sharing, they will be easy to use. They have the free version and so many other things that could be interesting while using them. So we will go to the next tool, which is the Canva. And from our previous module that we still created a video on, we talked about Canva for graphic design. But Canva is a tool that can also be used to publish information. And so when we talk about Canva, it's a graphic design and digital publishing platform that provides a range of tools and features for creating visual content such as designs, graphics, and documents. So that is something that I shared in the previous video. And to still continue, it is primarily used for creating marketing materials, social media graphics, presentations, and other types of visual content for personal or business use. And so the Canva comes with a range of ready-made templates and design elements such as photos, icons, fonts, and so many other things. Even the templates as well, they are already made templates that you just need to play with a few times and get what you want. And so it is designed to be easy to use, and drag and drop interface and a range of tutorials and resources are available to help under the Canva tool. So basically from our previous video, you can be able to learn how to use Canva and publish different kinds of information that you can be able to consume. So the other one is the Google Doc, and this also is a very important digital information tool that we can use, for instance, as an organization, we can be able to use to advance the work that we do. And why we chose Google Doc, and because we've also had a previous session on Google Online Tools, and we have looked at Google Docs in details. I'll still explain that Google Docs is a free online word processing application that allows users to create and share documents. This digital publishing platform is a great option for those who want to collaborate with others in their content. For instance, as an organization, WOGNET greatly uses Google Docs to work because, one, you don't have to keep downloading and uploading and sending, the changes that you have made to someone, yet you can use Google Doc to collaborate. It allows you suggest any information that you probably don't find suitable at that point, and then the author of the content will be able to approve or decline your suggestion. And so with Google Doc, it has a range of formatting tools and features such as the ability to add and edit text, insert images and videos, as well as create tables and lists. And so Google Doc, uses a similar feature like Word document. So that is why it's telling us that it has, a wide range of, the ability to add, edit, insert, and create any information that you want. It also has a range of collaboration tools, including the ability to leave comments, and that's I hinted on that a bit. Suggest edits and see the changes made by others in real time. So we can be working on a document on content using Google Doc, and I don't have to be close to you, or I don't have to wait for you to finish so that you send it to me for me to edit. We can be working in real time, and that is the good thing about the Google Docs. So for the Google Docs, it's a free to use if you have a Gmail account, the Google Doc, as well as so many other tools that Google offers will be able to be readily available for you if you have a Gmail account. And so it's also available as part of the Google Workspace subscription service, which includes additional features for businesses and organizations. But for basics, Google Doc is a very good tool for collaboration and sharing digital information. So the other one, which is LinkedIn, this is a very prominent could be called a professional social media platform, which is used by mostly business people, organizations. One, because it could be ranked the most authentic platform for one to access information. For instance, you realize that organizations use LinkedIn because it's a professional, platform to post job adverts, to share educative information and all those other things. But as well, LinkedIn has a space that shares information. So LinkedIn is a powerful platform for publishing and distributing content. You can write and publish articles on LinkedIn, share links of your content in other groups. And so you realize that if you can write an article on LinkedIn and then use Twitter as a platform that you can publish the work that you did in LinkedIn. For instance, after you have written an article or a blog or any content, you copy the link and share it on Twitter to disseminate the information that you want people to consume. Why? Because usually the most used platforms are Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So you realize, and it may not allow you to for Twitter, for instance, it has a maximum of 170. That's not conclusive, but 170 characters that you are allowed to write. So you realize that the layout of Twitter is different from the layout of LinkedIn. LinkedIn will allow you to write as many words as you can, while Twitter cannot allow you. And so you realize that also the bigger number of people that consume digital information could be on Twitter. So that is the relationship that you can be able to use to share information. And so you realize that by using these strategies, you can effectively reach a larger audience and showcase your expertise and thoughts in the different fields, or the work that you do. And it's important to regularly update your LinkedIn profile and engage with other users on the platform to build a professional network and drive traffic to your content. And like I said, LinkedIn is viewed as a professional platform for organizations, for businesses, and people as well. So we go to it could be our second last tool, which is Medium. Medium is a blogging platform and digital publishing platform that allows individuals and organizations to publish articles and other content, and it is designed to make it easy for anyone to share their ideas and stories with a larger audience. My experience with Medium has been, very good. It can filter the type of information that you want to consume. For instance, if the information you want to consume is, under education, under technology, you can be able to filter and get particular information. And so Medium is known for its focus on quality content and its clean, minimalist design. So it's easy to really navigate around the application. It features a wide range of content categories such as news, politics, technology, business, and so many others. Medium, like I said, for all the tools that I'm sharing today, is that it's a free to use and is available as a website and as a mobile application. It is supported by advertising, and it's also a subscription service called Medium Membership, which allows users to access exclusive content and features. And so, like I said, if you're not ready for, the paid section, the free section still offers a wide range of information for you to consume. So, and lastly, the tool that I'll be sharing today is the AnyFlip digital tool. And like the first tool, the Flip HTML5 tool, they have similar characteristics, and it actually says it's similar to the Flip HTML5 digital tool. And so AnyFlip is another excellent digital publishing platform that adapts to different content needs, uploads PDF files online to the website for free, and converts them into a digital flipbook that can be shared and embedded on the web, making it easy to reach a wider or to reach a larger online audience. What sets this platform apart is that the AnyFlip distributes content to search engines to drive organic traffic, and is a fully fledged platform in its own right with over millions of monthly visits. And like our next module really will be about the search engine optimization, for us to understand, what does it mean to, be able to use these tools, and also as someone goes to their Google, search bar and they search for information, how does your information easily come out to the information that someone is searching? For instance, if I searched Nyapendi Esther, it should be able to pick any information that concerns me that is actually in different platforms. For instance, if I search Nyapendi Esther, it usually brings for me information from Twitter, Facebook, Wognet's website, and so many other things. So AnyFlip guarantees you that. And so to finally conclude, I would say digital publishing has really maybe let's say has increased. That word has failed, but to say that there are very many digital publishing tools that are available. And so for these are just 6, but there are so many others, and it maybe differs from the way we consume and share information. And with the increase on online platforms and tools, it has never been easy for individuals and organizations to publish and distribute their content on a global audience. And from blogging platforms to social media to book platforms and email newsletters, the options for digital publishing are very many, and they are evolving. So the key to find the right platform and strategy for your goals is to continually adapt and innovate as the landscape changes. For instance, if you realize that your audience also have persons with disability that cannot maybe read. You should be able to look out for platforms that use the text to audio tool, so that the information can just be read out to them. So in that case, you just need to know what your target audience is and how can they be able to consume the information that you are sharing. And I'll conclude by saying thank you for listening. You can reach us at techsupport@wognet.org or inyapendi@wognet.com. And for any other questions, you could maybe type in the comment section or reach out via the information that is shared on the presentation. Thank you so much. See you in the next module.